going to start sign of trigonometric functions. So first of all, for this topic, you have to understand the unit circle. Okay, so it is a unit circle. For unit circle, student, center is 0, 0 and radius 1 unit. Okay, now here see, it is a unit circle, its origin, center O, and there are points A. Now see that this distance is a 1 unit radius. So coordinate of point A is 1, 0. And here on the y-axis, it's point B. On y-axis, x coordinate is 0 and y coordinate is 1. So it's 0, 1. Okay. Since these all lines OA, OB, OA dash and OB dash are radii of the circle. Okay. So these all are equal 1 unit. Now coordinate of point A dash is it is on x-axis, negative x-axis. So coordinate of A dash minus 1, 0. Okay, y coordinate 0. Same as here, coordinate of B dash. Okay, B, it's 0 minus 1. It's a y-axis, negative y-axis. And now we are going to find the sign of trigonometric function. So for that, first we take the quadrant. Okay. So here this is angle 0 to, here it's 0. 0 to pi by 2. It is a first quadrant. Okay. And this quadrant from angle pi by 2 to pi. It is a second quadrant. And from pi to here angle is 3 pi by 2. 90 degree, 90 degree, 90 degree and 90 degree. So total angle is 360 degree. Okay. And one part 0 to 90 degree, it is known as first quadrant. 90 to 180, it is a second quadrant. And 182 to 70, it is a third quadrant. And next from 270 to 360, it is a fourth quadrant. Okay. Now according to the radian, here it's a 0 degree, here pi by 2, it's a angle. Here you can write pi and this is 3 pi by 2. And complete one revolution is equal to 2 pi. Okay, clear. And now come to the next point. There are 6 trigonometric functions. First we will discuss 2, sine and cos. Now for first quadrant, if angle is theta, then theta is greater than 0 and less than pi by 2, or pi by 2 minus theta, 2 pi plus theta. If there is given that angle sine pi by 2 minus theta, it means first quadrant. Okay. And if it is given sine 2 pi plus theta, then also it's first quadrant. Okay. 2 pi, 4 pi, 3 pi, it means one revolution means angle 2 pi. Okay. There may be other trigonometric function. It is only an example. So first quadrant 0 to pi by 2. Second quadrant is from pi by 2 to pi. Okay. It means pi minus theta. Okay. Or pi by 2 plus theta. It is also second quadrant. It means students, if angle is 120 degree, okay, then it is in a second quadrant. Since 120 degree means 90 plus 30 degree. Okay, so it is pi by 2 plus theta. Here theta is 30 degree. Okay, so this lies in a second quadrant. And same here, it is 120. You can write 180 minus 60 also. Okay, so it is in radian pi minus theta, and here theta is 60 degree. So these both are the second quadrant. And now next, for the third quadrant, okay, I am writing some example only for your understanding the concept. Okay, you write these points. First quadrant 0 to pi by 2, second quadrant pi by 2 to pi, and third quadrant is angle from pi to 3 pi by 2. Okay, and it means if angle is given pi plus theta, then it is third quadrant, and 3 pi by 2 minus theta. Okay, it is also from third quadrant. And now for the fourth quadrant, angle is from 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. Okay, and here 3 pi by 2 plus theta, it means fourth quadrant, and 2 pi minus theta, it is also fourth quadrant. Now student, try to understand the angle in radian. Okay, in previous year I know that you all have been studying degree, but here it will be easy to you to understand in radian. And these are four quadrants. And now come to the next point, that trigonometric function according to their quadrant. First quadrant, second quadrant, it's third quadrant, and here fourth quadrant. Okay, and here I am writing the trigonometric function sine theta. Okay, now first sine theta in first quadrant, it's positive. Okay, it means value of sine 30, sine 60, sine 90, these all are positive values, so it's positive. Okay, and now you keep in mind that first quadrant means pi by 2 minus theta. Pi by 2 minus theta means if theta is given 30 degree, then it's 90 minus 30, sine 60. Okay, in second quadrant, now see this unit circle. Okay, this x-axis represent the cos theta. Okay, why? You know that according to this triangle, if you find from this cos theta, okay, then cos theta is BC by AC. And if you find sine theta, it is AB by AC. Okay, so whenever we talk about y-axis, then it is a sine theta. AB, it means this perpendicular. Perpendicular means this y-axis. Okay, and when we talk about horizontal x-axis, it means BC, this horizontal line, it represents the cos theta. Okay, so here you see that coordinate of A point is 1, 0. It means the value of cos 0 is 1 and value of sine 0 is 0. And now at this point, B point, coordinate is 0, 1, and this y-axis is a positive y-axis. Okay, so in second quadrant, sine is positive. Now come in the third quadrant. This is the third quadrant. Students, you know this third quadrant, it means OA dash and OB dash, this sides. Okay, and here see OB dash is a negative y axis. Okay, so third quadrant sin theta negative. Now in fourth quadrant it is OB dash and OA, and this side perpendicular. Okay, for the sign you have to see the perpendicular line means y axis. Okay, so it is the negative y axis. So in fourth quadrant sign is a negative. Okay, now come on, next cos theta. Okay, see this horizontal line represent the cos theta, and in the first quadrant OA, OB, this OA is a positive x axis, so cos theta is a positive. Now in second quadrant means side OA dash and OB. Okay, we have to take x axis. So here x axis, it is negative x axis. So cos theta is negative in second quadrant. In third quadrant, now see OA dash and OB dash. Here it is negative x axis, negative y axis. So sine is negative and cos is also negative. In the fourth quadrant, you see that OA x axis is positive. Here only OB dash. This is the y axis. Y axis is negative. So sine is negative and cos is positive. Okay, in fourth quadrant. And now next trigonometric functions. Tan. Okay, theta here. Tan is sin theta by cos theta. Okay, so by dividing these two signs we can find the sign of tan. Here see, sin is positive, cos is positive in first quadrant, so tan is also positive. And here second quadrant, sin is positive and cos is negative, so tan is negative. Okay, positive divided by negative makes negative. Here in third quadrant, sin, cos both are negative and tan is positive. And in fourth quadrant, sin negative, cos positive, tan is also negative. And cot theta, reciprocal of tan, it's positive in first quadrant, negative in second. Here positive in third quadrant and negative in fourth quadrant. Next cosec, it is the reciprocal of sine, positive first quadrant, second quadrant it's also positive, third quadrant it's negative, in fourth quadrant also negative. Now sec theta, it is reciprocal of cos. Okay, it's positive here, it's negative in second quadrant, negative in third quadrant and positive in fourth quadrant. Okay, these are very important concept, student. Okay, keep in mind to solve the questions. Suppose you have to find the value of sine 240 degree. Okay, and now how to find sine 240 degree? We can write here it's sine 80 degree and plus 60 degree. Okay, it becomes 240. And now see, 180 means in radian it's pi plus 60 degree. Okay, now see, pi plus theta, here 60 degree means theta, angle, any angle, pi plus theta, which quadrant? It is a third quadrant. Okay, pi plus theta, third quadrant. And now see, in the third quadrant sine is negative, so it is only minus sine 60 degree. Okay, and now write the value of sine 60. It is root 3 by 2. So you can find the value. Second thing, that you observe that range of sine, cos and any trigonometric function, we can find from this unit circle. Values of sine function, okay, varies from -1 to +1 only, okay, -1 to +1. So range of the sine is -1 to 1 and cos is -1 to 1. So range of the cos function is also -1 to 1. Okay, students, values 0 to 90s will repeat, okay, for other angle. Only the sign will change, okay, and after one complete revaluation we take the another revaluation, okay. So you write in your notebook. So domain and range of trigonometric function. Sine function domain is R and range is -1 to 1. R means set of real numbers, okay. Domain can take all values from real numbers, but image of the element is range and it is only -1 to 1. Close interval. Same as for cosine function. Domain is R, range is -1 to 1. And for tangent function, here domain is R minus set of x such that x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, n belongs to z, and range is R, set of real numbers. Student, do you know that what is the value of 10 pi by 2? It is undefined, okay. That's why the domain of tangent is R minus 2n plus 1 pi by 2. It is the multiple of pi by 2, okay. And here cotangent function, it is R minus x such that x is equal to n pi, n belongs to z. Cot 0 is undefined, okay, and that's why multiple of pi, okay. Here you see that 0 degree, it is on pi, okay, 0 and pi. Values are same, only sign is change. So here for same pi by 2 and 3 pi by 2. So same for the tangent and cotangent. Here domain is R minus set of x such that x is equal to n pi, n belongs to z, and range is R. For the cosecant, it is R minus x such that x is equal to n pi. It is also same cosecant. It means the value of a cosecant. It is undefined. Cosec 0, okay, undefined. Cosec pi, cosec 2 pi. That's why multiple of pi, okay. N belongs to z. 0 positive values 1, 2, 3 and all negative values -1, -2, -3 and so on. For the secant function, it is the reciprocal of cosine. That's why here domain is R minus set of x such that x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Multiple of pi by 2 since secant is undefined at pi by 2. Okay. Now range. For the cosecant, range is R minus open interval -1, 1. Same for the secant. It is R minus open interval -1 and 1. Okay. So keep in mind these important concepts. Now values of sine and cosine function. Okay. So first cosine. So cos 0. Now see value here of coordinate A. It's 1, 0. First coordinate is 1. So cos 0 is 1. Cos pi by 2. Now see the coordinate B. 0, 1. But here first coordinate is 0. First coordinate represent x axis. Okay. So cos pi by 2 0. And now cos pi. Here coordinate of A dash. It's -1, 0. First coordinate is minus 1. So here cos pi is minus 1. Now cos 3 pi by 2. See, coordinate of b dash 0, minus 1. First coordinate is 0. Okay. And now cos 2 pi. Complete one revolution. It's here. Now again 2 pi is 1. Okay. So for the cosine function and for sine function. Sine 0. Coordinate of point A 1, 0. Here y coordinate is 0. So sine 0 is 0. Now sine pi by 2. Now see coordinate of B 0, 1. Sine pi by 2 it's 1. And here sine pi. Coordinate of A dash minus 1, 0. So y coordinate is 0. Sine pi is 0 and sine 3 pi by 2. Okay. Now coordinate of B dash 0, minus 1. Y coordinate is minus 1. Okay. So take here minus 1. And now sine 2 pi. Okay. Coordinate of A 1, 0. Sine 2 pi is also 0. Now students, if there is any point P, okay, coordinate AB and it makes an angle X. Okay. So here it's A, it's B, radius is 1. And complete one evaluation, and then after 2 more evaluation, the values of sine cosine function don't change, only the sign change. So we can say that sine 2n pi plus x, it is sin x. Okay. Cos 2n pi plus x, it is cos x. Okay. For n belongs to z. And sin x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to n pi for n belongs to z. And cos x is equal to 0 implies x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n belongs to z. Okay. And one more thing, keep in mind, sine minus x, it is minus sine x. And cos minus x, it is cos x. Okay. Minus x represent the fourth quadrant. Okay. So in the fourth quadrant, sine is negative and cos is positive. Same for tan. Tan minus x, it is minus tan x. And cosec minus x, it is minus cosec x. And sec minus x is only sec x. And cot minus x, it is minus cot x. Okay.